Hey guys, welcome to English. We're going to start coming up with ideas to write our imaginative instructions as well as look at an example. So you'll need your workbook pages 255 to 256, and let's go ahead and get started. Have you ever imagined a new kind of machine that would do some chore for you? How would you make the machine? What materials would you use, and would you put them together? Or how would you put them together? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to do something unusual or weird and even ridiculous, such as training a walrus to live in your house or growing a rainforest in your backyard? You definitely need to use your imagination, your creativity. Here are some imaginative instructions that Gabrielle wrote. So as we read, try to point out what the steps are, as well as what makes her essay interesting, okay? How to ride a whale. Would you like to go for a ride on the back of a whale? You could see the undersea world as you never have before. Whales are not hard to ride if you follow a few simple instructions. You will need a can of tuna fish, a wetsuit, goggles, scuba diving equipment, and an underwater camera. First, you will need to catch the whale so that you can get onto its back. Whales like the deepest part of the ocean, so you'll need to put on the wetsuit, goggles, and scuba diving equipment. Dive into the ocean as deep as possible. Then, open the can of tuna and begin making whale noises. Whale noises are similar to a human scream. A whale will soon smell the tuna and come towards you. When he does, quickly swim over and grab his flipper. This is a flipper. The second step is getting up onto the whale's back. Whales are wet and slippery, so this can be a little bit tricky. Grasping the whale's flipper to keep your balance, climb up to its side and quickly flop down on your stomach. Press your legs tightly against the whale's sides to hang on. Because the whale has lots of soft blubber, this will not hurt it. Now that you are on board the whale, sit up and enjoy the ride. You can control the direction the whale goes by pressing one side or the other with your knees. If you press the whale's left side, it'll turn right. If you press its right side, it'll turn left. There's no way to get a better view of life under the sea than by taking a whale ride. Be sure to take lots of pictures. Awesome! Kind of makes you want to go on a whale ride. Now, looking back at the first paragraph, how did Gabrielle get the reader's attention with the opening sentence? You may remember we practiced this when we were writing our book reports a few weeks ago. So here's our opening sentence. Would you like to go for a ride on the back of a whale? That's right. She starts her essay with a thought-provoking question. So a question that kind of makes you think, right? So that's how she starts. And in which paragraph does she talk about the materials that you need to ride a whale? Talk to me. Yep, in the first paragraph, in the introductory paragraph. But in what point? In the beginning, the middle, or the end? It's in the very last sentence, yep. So you can see that the materials are in the introductory paragraph. Now she has 5 paragraphs total. How many of these 5 paragraphs does Gabrielle use to talk about the steps to actually ride the whale? Pause here, take a look. I found 3. This is the first step, this is the second step, and this is the last step. 3 paragraphs. This is our introductory. These are the 3 paragraphs to talk about the steps, and look at the concluding paragraph. Why do you think she even wrote a concluding paragraph? Why do we write concluding paragraphs? Talk to me. Yeah, to kind of sum up everything, to create a summary, and of course to conclude the essay. Now Gabrielle has 3 main steps on how to ride the whale, which are, well, the first one is, you need to catch it. You need to catch the whale. The second step is, you need to get onto the whale's back. And then the last step is to just enjoy the ride and control the whale's direction. Okay, so first step, catch the whale. Second step, how to get on the back of it. And third step, how to steer the direction of the whale. Now, how many paragraphs does Gabrielle use to talk about each step? Just one, right? First step, one paragraph. Second step, one paragraph. Third step, one paragraph. And does this organization make sense? Yes, it does. It's very easy to follow. And how would you describe the tone of this essay? The tone, like how does it make you feel? Like the mood. Is it serious, kind of funny, silly? Yeah, it's a little humorous, a little funny, and a little silly. How do you think that Gabrielle got an idea on writing about how to ride a whale? She probably enjoys whales. She probably likes to scuba dive maybe, or she's always wanted to try. She likes to swim maybe. Yeah, it's when we're thinking about, when trying to be imaginative, it's good to kind of start with what you like and kind of relate it to your own life, which is what you're going to be doing for the second section. So let's follow along here. How do you think that Gabrielle got the idea for instructions? Maybe she's interested in undersea life, or perhaps she's always thought that she would like to ride a whale. What are you interested in doing or making, even if it would be impossible in real life? So this is kind of a time to brainstorm your interests and hobby. So boys and girls, this is the page you're going to be completing, taking a picture and sending it to me. So it says, get your imagination in gear by answering the following questions. Number 1, what job or household chore do you dislike? Here's a list of some household chores that you might not like to do. You can pause here and take a look. So for example, maybe you don't like to do homework. Maybe you don't like to clear the table or shoveling. Maybe you don't like to empty the trash or wash the dishes or to clean your room. So kind of think back to something that you don't like to do. It doesn't have to be a chore. And then write it down in number 1. Okay? Second question, imagine a machine that could do this job for you. How would the machine work? So you're going to kind of brainstorm. For example, let's say you don't like to take tests, or maybe you don't like to study. And let's say you created a machine that helps you study really fast, maybe like a helmet that can absorb all the information in like 3 seconds. It's time to get imaginative here. It's hard for me to tell you what to write because this is your imagination, your writing, and it's going to be exciting. The third question is, what materials would you use to make it? So for example, if I was going to make a helmet that helps me absorb all the information in a book or something like that, I will need like what kind of helmet would it be? Would it be made of cotton? Would it be made of steel? What kind of materials would I need? That's where you're going to write here. So the second question is, what impossible thing have you always wished to do? So Gabrielle, she wants to ride a whale. So that's where she would write here. I want to ride a whale. How would she do it? She kind of came up with 3 steps. She would catch it. She would learn how to get on the back. And she would learn to control it. And then what materials would you use? Gabrielle uses tuna fish, wetsuit goggles, scuba diving equipment, and underwater camera. So kind of look at her example again and brainstorm your ideas on something you always wanted to do. To give you some ideas, I kind of created a list here. Of course, it doesn't have to be from this list, but like how to ride a broom, how to fly using a carpet, how to feed a unicorn, maybe a machine that can do your homework, a robot that can feed your pets for you, how to teleport, how to be invisible. There are so many good ideas, and I'm sure you have a lot in your own brain. So I'm going to stop talking now and let you kind of sketch your ideas down. If this is a little bit difficult, totally feel free to draw first. Sometimes it helps to draw and then translate it into writing. All right? Good luck. I'm super excited to see what you come up with, and I will see you soon. Have a wonderful, fantastic, awesome day. Bye.